Welcome to HoBNews with Will and your anchor, Jack.
HoBNews! Welcome to HoBNews. I have found this is a child's rucksack.
It's a giraffe rucksack.
One of my nieces has a little butterfly one of these, and it's very lovely. Welcome, Will, to HoBNews.
Hello, Jack. I just rescued that.
What are we going to be talking about? We have got so much to talk about this week. I usually have a list that's on my laptop just to the right of the screen there, but the screen has decided to go a bit weird. So let's remember what we've got. Let's kick off with our count for the 10,000 tin challenge and what we just talked about in the 10,000 tin challenge, if you've just watched that. The 10,000 tin challenge is all the way up to 5,030 tins, over halfway.
Gosh, thank you,
absolutely
Stuart.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Stuart and Rachel and all the others, everybody who counted them, because that's a lot of tins. That
absolutely
is a lot of
brilliant.
tins.
Now, we mentioned in the 10,000 tin challenge campaign videos that we are going to carry on the 10,000 tin challenge through HoBNews. We think it's a better way of keeping our campaigns turning over as the weather changes. We're going to start our winter campaign, but this means we can do different campaigns as well at the same time and bring them up in HoBNews. I didn't mention in the 10,000 tin challenge campaign we are going to have a special when we get to our 10,000 tin challenge, and we'll try and thank everybody who got tins in throughout.
Wherever that tin came from, we'll try and track the owner of that tin down if we can. Yes, very exciting.
Who do you think you are? 10,000 tin challenge edition. So thank you so much for everybody who's got us over the halfway point in almost 2 months. Absolutely fantastic. Right, on with HoBNews. Apple juice, Will. We've spoken about it last week. You're going to pick up the actual apple juice.
Thank you, Tim. Yes. So this apple juice will be for sale at various different locations.
Tim, from where?
From Great Haywood Apple Pressing
Farm. Their logo will have gone up.
But great folk, really supported us over the year, and he did give us a little bit of a tweak on the old discount, which is very kind. So basically, we are looking for donations. So a bottle of House of Bread, pure apple juice.
Literally nothing else goes in it.
It is available for £5.
And they absolutely flew off the proverbial shelves.
They did.
Last week.
So we're going to be selling them out of the cafe, which is going to be fantastic. The Christmas market.
Are we in the Christmas market?
We are in the Christmas market.
Oh, that's exclusive.
Confirm my space.
We might not be in the Christmas market.
8th of December at the Trinity Cafe, because we've got another slot there, which is fantastic. And just out and about. So if you find us on Facebook and you fancy a bottle,
they were
I've got
really
both
popular.
Of yours, Ron. I've put them aside.
We've already had orders coming in.
Yeah, and it's come with a lovely label, and it's just fantastic. But there's no additions. It's just pure apple juice, and it is.
Imagine if you had the strength to crush an apple into a glass and just be left with the core and the skin.
Fantastic.
That's what
Thank
goes
you,
in.
Tim. That's good of you.
Right, talking about the Trinity Cafe, we had a very successful Trinity Cafe last weekend, and we have got more coming up, a lot more next year, I believe.
Yes, so we've got another one booked for the 8th of December this year.
Thank you, everybody that came down last Saturday.
Especially the lady who bought quite a few little jams and gave us quite a lot of money and didn't want any change, so thank you very much. You know who you are. And then pushing into next year, we're hoping to do the Trinity Cafe once a month.
We've always had dreams of doing this, but we haven't had the volunteer base to be able to do it.
Or the chef team, Louis.
So now we've got our resident chef, Louis, who is prepared to actually cook stuff a lot better than we could ever do. We're going to set up once a month at Trinity Cafe.
Probably the last Saturday of the month.
If we can get it. It may or may not include a full English. Maybe not every month. Maybe every month. We don't know. Get down to Trinity Cafe the last Saturday of every month next year. We will confirm early next year.
But certainly the 8th of December is definitely in the diary.
But certainly 8th of December. And will that include a cooked breakfast?
We're not sure at the moment.
We're not sure.
We're tinkering
we will get back to
with
you
the
on
idea
that.
of that.
Right, what is next on your list, Will? Doxey Orchestra, I believe.
Yes, how did you know about that? 10th of November, 7:30.
You looked up the date.
I did. St Thomas and St Andrew's Church. I've got
they did something last year as well.
They did, but the guy who runs the orchestra, thank you so much. He just sort of got in contact with us and said, look, they'd like this idea. Would we be interested? And we said, absolutely.
Is it bring a tin or donation?
I think it's donation because we're getting a proportion of the ticket sales.
Right.
And they've also donated some of the tickets for free for potentially getting some of our friends to be able to go.
Oh, lovely.
So I think probably next week I'll have the itinerary. I think.
Next on your list, my Friends of Faith.
Yes, well that's on the 12th of November. That's 6:30 start, and we'll be there.
What happens at the Friends of Faith? I've heard someone from the UN is going along.
I've heard that. It must be a friend of his, or maybe
I don't know.
Michael Metcalf's, because they know everybody that is to know. Anyway, it's an event. It's a free event. Lots of different faith groups gathered together at Oddfellows Hall, which is a great venue, celebrating the similarities between faiths and why we're all involved. And it's an exciting place to be. So yeah, if you're challenged by anything to do with faith, really, and you want to find out a bit more, there's a lot of people there
and find out
lots
what's
of
going
different
on. Because
diversity.
because a lot of the time, bad news sells papers,
Yes.
good news doesn't necessarily, and there are a lot of people doing a lot of bad things, but there's a lot of people doing a lot of good things as well, and it's one of those chances to come along and experience what people are doing within those places that might get a bad rap from time to time.
Another date for your diary.
Dates coming at me
I know.
quicker than
It's,
I can handle.
29th of November is the Hob 8th anniversary service.
The 8th anniversary service for
Held
House
at
of
Browning
Bread.
Street this year, which is fantastic. It's our own gaff, as it were. So which is brilliant.
Yes, it will be hosted at Browning Street. It will begin at 7:30 roughly. Now that means our cafe is open till 8 o'clock. I believe the 29th of November is a Thursday.
It is.
So our cafe
All
will
day.
still be open. So we're going to start while the cafe is open, and hopefully that will encourage people to stay who have come to the cafe, maybe some of our friends. If you have always wanted to visit the cafe, you're more than
Now is your
welcome to
chance.
come down. So it should be a really lovely evening.
no, I'm
we're
looking
going
forward
to
to
have
that.
some songs. We're going to
Yeah.
have some,
Bit of a chat,
some talking.
bit of talking.
And we're going to have a catch up of what's happened over the year,
Lot
what
of
we
cakes.
expect to happen over next year.
Yeah.
Right, I think we've come to the end of Hob News.
Job done.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Will, for
That's
joining
all right.
me. How many layers have you got
A
on?
lot.
I've
It's
just got
very
on
cold.
one layer.
Hence my layers.
Thank you very much for bearing with us over the last few minutes. We shall see you next time. Don't forget to check out our campaign videos.
Yes.
Like I said, the 10,000 Chin Challenge campaign videos aren't going to stop, apart from the special that's always on Facebook on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock, or on YouTube throughout the week. Hob TV is the place to be over on YouTube. Check it out. Thank you very much for watching. We'll leave you alone. Goodbye.
Bye.
I like pretending when I'm wrapping up that somebody's giving me a countdown in my ear. So we've got
To the
adverts in
commercials
5,
now.
4, yeah. What the hell are you doing? Shut up! Right.